America. What is the future of this nation? I am Richard Boyk. In my last podcast, I brought up the first of four root causes, you and I, that I believe is why this nation is in the predicament that it is in. In this podcast, I will talk about the second major root cause, the media. The First Amendment to our Constitution contains these two phrases: Congress shall make no law or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. The standards once used by journalism has changed. At one time, journalists reported on the whole story without bias. They would truly research any story before publishing it. Today, the research is gone. Stories are published on lies and deception. Too many journalists today are either reporters, talk show hosts, or commentators. Most are biased in what they say, and the content is mostly opinion. Because of this bias, most journalists are not asking the questions that need to be asked. This raises the question as to why. Are some media outlets in bed with political parties or the federal government? If so, isn't this then abridging the freedom of speech or of the press? If they are not, then they must start asking the hard questions and demand answers. Well, social media provides a way to keep in touch with friends and family. It can also be the bull in the china shop. This is due to the lack of restrictions available to protect our children from being bullied or having other harmful content aimed at them. There has been disagreement within the industry on what should or should not be blocked and what is misinformation. This has led us to see where comments, posts, and tweets are removed or blocked only to be proven true and accurate later. At that point, the damage is already done. Over the last number of years, it appears, right or wrong, that social media providers have been brought into the political arena. To stay compliant with the laws, they use filters and algorithms to block prohibited content. They determine what is misinformation. Algorithms help to decide what kind of videos and stories you're most likely to enjoy based on your online history. This can cause us to walk around as if we have blinders on, because we only see one side to everything. Many blame this country's political polarization on social media because of this. This also is the main reason they are accused of withholding information, bias in their coverage, locking accounts, deleting or disabling information. Many consider the media to be the fourth branch of government due to the reach and control of what we see and hear. All that power is harming the American public. While social media is a relatively new outlet for expressing one's thoughts, opinions, and views, the main law that governs the content of these sites is in Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which was written in 1996 to protect them from civil lawsuits. I think all would agree that if nothing else, clarity is needed for this section. Lacking is transparency and the regulatory framework by which content is moderated. The question, whether social media companies or platforms or publishers, must also be settled. Without some type of update, these problems and issues will continue. I ask that you think and ponder what effect the media has on this great nation. I invite you to my next podcast, where I will review your comments and start to talk about the next root cause, Congress. Thank you for watching or listening. And please subscribe to my podcast and share this with your friends. May God bless you, your family, and this country.